a fan of what you're talking about regarding supporting after-school activities. I've also had the pleasure as a kid to take advantage of the Boys and Girls Club when I was younger. I have one question, and it's meant in honest sincerity. I've recently been talking to constituents that says there's a real lack of support for after-school activities and organizations around kids with special needs that are in school, and I'm wondering, does this bill highlight or focus on that, or any of the organizations that are looking at taking the money, thinking about that? And I think either way it's probably a good idea. Was curious about that because I've recently been hearing about that from constituents that some of my constituents have students that are not your traditional student in high school settings, so they're not going to be able to be in sports or athletics or that kind of stuff. And I'd like to know what kind of focus we have there, because I know seems to be a lack of that right now. Thank you.
Senator Acorn, you want to take a stab at that?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Senator Isaacson, and the bill's intent is to touch everybody, including those with disabilities. I don't know exactly what work they do, but Ms. Vang might be able to answer a question as to what groups are working in that space. You're right, there probably needs to be more, but if she wants to touch on that, she might be able to better answer exactly what they're doing than I can.
Ms. Vu?
Or Vu, I'm sorry, I said Vang tonight.
Okay. Thank you. That's a very good question. And, you know, with this competitive grant program, it is, as Senator Eichhorn mentioned, to touch all audiences and youth. And this is a competitive grant program where community-based organizations, schools can be partners of this, and this can be something that those groups of, for those particular students, can absolutely benefit from as well.
Thank you. Senator Isaacson?
Yeah, I'm totally with you, on the same page. I'm not trying to sound like I don't support it. I think that my concern is that what I found in the competitive grant programs has been that the organizations that have the most organizational skills, good at writing grants, and are focused are the ones that tend to get there, and usually those are the ones that are really well staffed, which then tends to have, you know what I mean, has an unwittingly effective focusing in on money on certain areas and missing other areas where they don't have the same concerns. And so I think that in the future I would like us to think about, I have found the need to set aside some of that money in the competitive grant program to specifically highlight that if that's necessary. Maybe not down this road right now, but I hope in the future, Senator Eichhorn, you'll think about that, because I do believe that there is a real need around providing some opportunity for our special needs kids to have the same kind of experience of belonging and the feeling of being a part of. But I think it's so essential to be a part of that school experience that right now they're fairly isolated because they're not having that moment. And so I hope down the road maybe we can look at that to be more specific and tailored. And that being said, I'm happy that we're supplying opportunities for folks to have those kind of opportunities right now after school special or classes and activities. Thank you.